Hi, I'm Lisa Hull again, and this is part 2 of my assignment 4 video, and I am going to discuss inclusive leadership in my specific instance, which I teach in the science classroom. So, of course, I have students of all different types. I have learning disabled students. I have some for whom English is not their native language. I have gifted and talented students, and my job is fairly easy. Because getting them engaged in science is the most fun of all. Most students are curious and have a natural yearning to learn in the science classroom. It's very hands-on and an open environment, and so that's not a difficulty. As long as I can teach science, I feel sure that I can keep students engaged. So, in order to keep them engaged, I have to interact with each one of them, and that's one of the focuses on this is to have them understand that you personally are involved with them and their learning. I think the most difficulty comes in with culture differences, or also when I have students for whom English is not their native language, then there's some difficulty there. And if I have special needs students, sometimes it's difficult to get them involved in labs. Maybe they can't access the lab tables. It could be that they are not, they might have allergies or something that keeps them from using the materials that we use in chemistry. And so that's an area where we focus on to try and make the access easier and have them get the same ability as all the other students. Certainly, if you're going to inspire and enable students, you have to be able to engage them, and they have to be able to access the material and the labs. And taking time to listen to when they are not doing well is a very great talent that I'm trying to hone, to be able to give encouragement on the run. And from the textbook, we have a really good quote from Posner about acknowledging people personally in order to engage them. And then when I did my research on Peter Senge, again, he emphasized the ability to listen and hear what they're really saying. Challenges. I see 3 main challenges. I've been teaching for a long time. So basically, I know that students in the past, if they got an A or a B, that was satisfying enough. They could go home and brag to parents or what have you. And nowadays, just having a good grade, or often we have learners for whom a D is good enough, and yet to keep them engaged and to keep them coming back for more, then they need different types of more personal accolades and rewards. Also, in the science classroom, if you have someone who thinks they're right on a particular area, especially when you're in biology and you're looking at instances where some people believe in creation and others in evolution, then you need them to understand that supporting one opinion doesn't demean the other. And of course, as teachers today, we are constantly being challenged to prove our professionalism and our abilities. Here's my bibliography for the sources that I used, and also I'd like to just conclude with a little story. In the Leadership Challenge book, chapter 11, they tell a story about a woman who is from India, and she's working for someone, and she gets a note from him, and it says thank you in her native language of Hindi. And that's very powerful to her. So it proves that just by taking a little time to educate yourself on another's background and get personal in order to show her that she was thanked in a very personal way, then you can really start to put the 5 best practices that we learned about in the Leadership Challenge into place in your own individual classroom. This was a fun assignment. I hope it works. Thanks.